welcome back. I'm gonna show you how to make for myself some homemade Greek yogurt. I can't think of anything that is simpler and healthier for you at the same time. It's very easy to make. I'm gonna start off just by warming a pot. I have it on high just for it to get warmed up, and I'm gonna make a liter. So I'm gonna put a liter of, and it's this is 2% milk. And I'm gonna pour this in here, and I'm gonna let it get a bit warm, and then I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit, and I'll keep an eye on it. I'm actually gonna cover it also, partially at least. That's good. And what I'm gonna do is there's not really much to it. I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna let it heat up until it comes to its first boil. I don't want it to boil a lot. Once it comes to that first boil, I'm gonna turn off the element, and I'm gonna put the milk aside. And this is what we'll be using for our starter, which is previously made yogurt, essentially. If you don't have previously made yogurt, you could always just use store-bought yogurt. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons per liter of milk. I mean, that's more than enough. But you'll see that in due course. So I'm going to stop here, and I'll be back in a few moments once this has come to a boil. This has foamed up, and if you were to leave it, let me just get rid of this. Yeah. If you were to stop stirring this, you will see that it's starting to bubble up, and it's actually started to boil slightly. So this is the point. We don't want it to come to full boil. Just you see these little bubbles in the middle of the pot. So this is where we want to be. It started to get a really boil, and we just move it off the fire and just cover it. And wait for it to slowly cool down. Once that happens, I will be back to show you what follows next. What I've done, like I said before, there are 2 ways of knowing if the milk has cooled down. One way, this hand is clean by the way, both are, is to put your finger inside the liquid for 40 seconds. And I actually did this before. So, and if you can withstand having it for 40 seconds, it means that it's cooled off enough. This is very easily, you could stand this very easily. What I'm going to do though, also, is there's another trick. I'm going to use my ice cream scoop. Just going to get a little bit, which is, I guess, kind of neater than putting your finger in the yogurt, which is clean, by the way. You just put up a little bit here. So this is, I could hardly feel it. So which means that it's very close to being to my body temperature, which is perfect, which is exactly what I want. So no need for thermometers, either before, while cooking, or in the cool down process. Technology is not needed. I'm going to put this in the oven. So I'm going to preheat the oven at low for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put it, but I'm not going to leave it in the pot. Glass pot. And that's all there is to it. Very, very simple. I'm going to put a plate on top, wait 5 minutes, and when 5 minutes are over, I'm going to turn the oven off, and then I will place my yogurt inside. Our yogurt, my oven yogurt, has been sitting in the oven for approximately 10 hours, and I already know, because there's already a smell of yogurt in the air, what I'm going to find, but let's explore this together. As you can see, it's solidified. There is a little bit of liquid, which is to be expected, but it's very, very solid, and it looks like our starter did its job. The yogurt that my mother made a few weeks ago. So the next step, I mean, now this is good to eat. It smells like yogurt, but it wouldn't be Greek yogurt. In Greece, as we call it, stragichto, which means to strain. And this is the no technology yogurt. My grandmother did not have expensive strainers. This is a clean, half a pillowcase. So what you do is just put it in this pot, and then just transfer. See, it's one solid piece. There's a little bit left over, which is amazing. Okay. Then what you do, another piece of high technology, string, kind of just do this and kind of just maybe grab the middle and just push this back and then this back, so this way you have it. Just going to kind of squeeze it a little bit also, so you can see that the liquid is leaving. Also it's draining. You don't need to tie it, but I prefer to have it tied, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, you don't need to do it, but okay. So this was tied. Now you could do this in many ways. What I usually do, and I prefer, this is where I make my bread. I'm just going to put something like this here, and just kind of just transfer this to here. And then I could take this away and put it anywhere I want, in some corner that it doesn't bother anyone. Welcome back. As you can see, or now you can see, I transferred the yogurt from the rack and the bucket, having lost a lot of its liquid and its weight, onto the sink. So this is where it's been hanging for the last maybe 6 or 7 hours. So it's dry. I mean, the cloth is not dry, but there's no liquid dripping from the yogurt, so you know it's ready. So I'm just going to remove it from the sink. Use my scissors to transfer it. Just do it like this. Easy, very easy. Came out very easily. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to move it a little bit with my spoon, and then I'm gonna use I guess it's an egg beater, just to give it some air, just to make it smoother and air it out, maybe for about a minute and a half. So I'm going to start doing this. I'm just going to kind of flatten this out and make this more manageable, and then use the batter. And I will come back to you in about a minute or so. Okay, this is ready. Nice and airy. Now, obviously you know that you could use this in infinite ways. You could even make a great tzatziki from it. This is one possible suggestion. I hope you found this useful and enjoy making yogurt.
Κι έρχομαι, μα δε σε βρίσκω. Πηγαίνω κι έρχομαι, μα δε σε βρίσκω. Βρίσκω την πόρτα σου μανταλωμένη. Βρίσκω την πόρτα σου μανταλωμένη. Σου φεγγοβολούνε, τα παραθύρια σου